So this is the fire turd, or the meth turd, or meth lab. I'm not sure what we want to call this pile of crap yet. I will say this, it is fun. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as we do, because it's fun. I mean, nobody gives a crap about this thing. We can thrash this, blow it up, we don't care. Not a bit. It's got a junkyard LS in it, which he says is a junkyard LS. He says it came out of a running truck, but they're all running trucks if they're a junkyard LS. So, is what it is. But 5-speed truck tranny. What is it? An NV3500?
NV35 from an S10, so it's a good ratios.
A massive
7.5 inch 10 bolt.
Massive 10 bolt.
With
massive rear tires. One legger.
I mean, they're big. What are those? 215 70 14s.
Yeah. 70s. Oh, they're 70s.
Yeah, we got big sidewalls.
Awesome. It's the high performance. Anyway, so you got this massive rubber under this thing with a one legger.
Yeah.
So it'll spin for miles.
Yep.
And we're putting nitrous to it.
Yep.
I mean, just gobs.
And I mean, it's pretty car. Like, I mean,
and we've got one of the most redneck engineered nitrous setups that you'll probably hope to see anywhere.
That's true.
He took, I'm not taking credit for this. He took a carbureted nitrous plate and jigged it up so it'll work in front of his throttle body. So we're blowing on the neutral side of the blade.
Pop the hood on this unit.
And this is surely,
as you can tell by the way the door is open, but peep the T-handle.
Yeah.
Man.
It's, we're surely going to blow it up.
No, we're not.
Oh, yeah. Eventually, we're going to blow it up.
It bangs hard on nitrous. Hood doesn't stay up.
No.
So that's a square bore plate that was cut. And there's a fuel jet rigged right in that.
Yeah, this is post-race fuel jet installation.
Because we just ran it as a dry system at the track, and we maxed the injectors out, and it was lead
We tried
pumping.
running it wet.
Yeah.
When we tried running it wet, we flooded the piss out of it
Yeah.
because obviously it's a carbureted plate on a high-pressure system, so it put the
So
fuel right to it.
yeah.
And it didn't have a jet in it. So,
Yeah.
mind you, it doesn't have a nitrous jet in it either.
No, but you don't want a nitrous jet. It's only a 125 plate and a little solenoid. I mean,
But now it has
a fuel jet.
and it seems to work very, very well.
Now, I chose an undescript random fuel jet,
We may have gone to Mexico and tested it.
allegedly.
So now we'll have to go back to the track and test it again. And I think, as much as I hate to say it, weld the differential.
Yeah, baby.
Because, you know, we only need the highest tech race car here.
Yes. Welded 7.5 10 bolt.
Gotta say, though, we've been messing with more expensive stuff and more complicated stuff, and there is a little bit of fun involved in a pile of crap.
There definitely
And
is.
just beating the tar out of it.
There definitely is.
So this is our little vacation, home away from home, beat the crap out of a junker.
No, it is a junker. Like, I mean, the computer's zip tied to the inner fender. The
it's a piece of shit.
The fan stays running all the time. I mean, like, it is definitely a pile of garbage.
You don't need to explain this. Anybody looking at this can see.
This could be the nicest part of the vehicle. It's still bad.
And that's high tech. That's beautiful welding. I mean,
Hey, but look, there's a new sensor. There's a new IAT sensor in that intake. Because now mind you, the shrink wrap the shrink wrap butt connectors are not shrink wrap.
and the
we
MAP
deleted
sensor
the MAP
may have
sensor.
had a bit of a problem with nitrous blowing through it.
Yeah, I mean, it probably wouldn't
Just
have
to say.
It probably wouldn't have liked that. So we omitted on that deal.
Yeah, we eliminated a few things.
No, it definitely It definitely also has an obscenely terrible manifold leak from a blown manifold gasket. So
You mean exhaust manifold?
yeah. Okay. So when you blow by somebody at the racetrack on nitrous with a third gen that has a manifold leak, they get very offended.
There was some poor little dude at the track with a Honda that was up there at the line, popping and banging and making all kinds of noise.
Now, mind you, he had all the ladies with him and everything like that.
Yeah,
they had their whole little crew from Montreal at the racetrack.
Probably a little luckier than you that night.
And he got brought to Gapplebee's by this fucking pile.
And he was on that side of it.
Yeah, oh yeah, he got to see this whole view driving out of his life. It must have been the most embarrassing thing ever.
So this was acquired by my idiot son for payment on a job.
It cost me 5 sticks of roll bar tubing.
And you still have to do all the work.
Yeah, but that's fine. This thing's a unit.
Anyway, this is it, boys and girls. We're going to beat the shit out of it until it dies.
And then fix it and keep beating. Let's be honest.
Probably true.
What a unit.
Oh, lovely.
You have to pull the hood dingy ding a little bit. No, easy.
I may have wounded it.
Why'd you break it?
I wounded it.
It's my good car.
Yeah. Let's just bend that back. There. I'll fix an hour. 24 miles an hour. As Cody just said, it probably did that.
It was my best 60 foot by like a 10th.
Yeah, actually.
I was so pissed when it did that.
Yeah, you ran 1620 something at 24 miles an hour.
I was just getting ready to do the yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
And if I fire back up, it's going to do the same thing. I have to reflash into the computer. I don't.
Cody said maybe it's got a safety in it. You might have got to 100% of your duty cycle or something.
I'm wondering.
And it kicked it.
That's what I'm wondering myself.
I think the drive-by-wire might need to go if you're going to play with this shit.
The fucking drive-by-wire is as good as dead to me, I can tell you.
Put a cable pedal in it.
That guy's some fucking embarrassed.
Picked up 2 seconds.
What?
13 and change.
It's like lean too. It's backfiring lean.
Wow.
Like I'm gonna add fuel to it, and
Big freaking surprise there, Junior.
there it runs like it has enough power. It's fun there.
Yeah.
I just held the button. I had the button up against
You
the
hold it
steering wheel.
shifting?
Yeah.
I could tell because it got rubber every gear.
I just pulled the button against the fucking steering wheel and just held it there. Like, bang, bang! No lift shifting it with the fucking bottle on.
Yeah, considering your fucking fuel solenoid's not hooked up, I mean, like.
No, but that it still doesn't. What I'm worried about is it's a carburetor plate, right? So the orifices, I'm worried that we'd have to put, if we are going to run that external fuel, I'm afraid we're going to have a jet for like a 25 horse shot in it, like a tiny, tiny, tiny little
So you're just
jet.
going to add fuel on the computer?
So I'm going to add fuel.
But you can go check data, see it.
I ain't plugged it in there, so I can't really. I felt it in the car. Like it'll pick up another half a second. Like.
Jesus Christ. I was actually, I mean, 2 seconds is pretty significant pickup.
I mean, it was a second to bid. I mean, I think it would have ran a mid 14 last time. It was going to run mid 13 there. It'll get faster. I mean, it's fun.
You should have welded that differential. One tire fire is a problem.
No, I know. That's what I said the first pass. Because, like, even there, it caught way more rubber than I wanted to. It was spinning there.
I know you managed it, but I mean, that was all you're going to get. What a piece of shit.
But it's fun piece of shit.
It's fun having a piece of shit sometimes.
It can be.
What else can you go pick up that much time after a test hit?
No, and the thing is, too, what the fuck? We had an old Nitrous plate that we got at a flea market for $50.
Yeah.
Like, there were some solenoids. I don't even know where we got the solenoids.
I got the solenoids in that kit I traded for the old rusty 350.
Yeah, so you traded an old shitty 350 for some Nitrous stuff, and then a random plate I had, and our bottle that gets lent to every customer in the planet, and a random Nitrous hose we had around, and a button that you destroyed the curly wire to in your car, so it's just hanging.
Well, it wrapped up in the column a little bit. It did make a nice smoke show in the dash, though.
So, I mean, like, for complete junk, and the fact that it's complete junk stock motor. And
still, it's not knocking?
No.
You had oil pressure, did you?
I don't know. I don't have a gauge. A silly question. Of course I don't know.
All right. Well, tune this baby up.
So what we're looking at here is this run we just made on Nitrous. And what I've noticed here is, yeah, for sure, the spinning at the start of the run was killing us because our 8th mile an hour, we were only 83 miles an hour, but the quarter mile, we were all the way up to 109, almost 110. So that would tell me it's pulling real pretty decent at the top, you know.
No nitrous, what was yours?
And no nitrous. My first run, it went 98.74. So we picked up like 12 miles an hour. On my other run, I was 76 at the 8th, and this time we were 83.9, so 84. And then it gained a lot. Like it was gaining good up track. That poor guy in that Civic must have been just so embarrassed.
He didn't have a very good pass, so I don't know what happened to him. He had trouble. So I might have missed a gear or something.
I don't know. But getting drugged by a third gen with a red door and a black fender.
He was making a lot of noise at the line. But
yeah, well, that would be embarrassing for me too.
I'd be embarrassed getting beat by this piece of shit.
Well, honestly, like a 13's, you know.
What was your reaction time there?
150.
Oh my god.
I wasn't trying for reaction time.
You treat him, and he must have been really bad.
Yeah, no, he wasn't having a good day. So we'll add some fuel to her, and we'll give her another. Yeah.
Official. The Firebird has been called out by the Ontario Rice Rocket. Or do you have a better name for it?
That's perfect.
All right. So, Ontario Rice Rocket. Firebird. Not him. He looks like a crackhead. Firebird. Anyway, tonight's the night. Napierville testing tune happens to be on.
Mething around.
So we don't have to go to Mexico tonight.
We're going to go mething around with the Firebird.
Yeah. So is it going to be embarrassing if you get beat by a rice rocket?
I mean, his car costs more than $500, so
it'll be embarrassing regardless.
Now, I'm a little busy working horses, so
we're gonna have to,
I can't go to the track. So when do you?
We'll have to get O'Neill on the old video duty or something.
Well, hand him your phone and send it.
Yeah, I can video.
Oh man, we could get an in-car shot as well.
Yeah.
Send me.
And Ben, he wants to come, so he'll.
I
be
could get
that
Ben
one.
in
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
That's it.
That would be
That's
fucking
it.
sick.
Yeah.
And y'all need to send me videos
Oh
Get
yeah.
the dual
on
in-car
Messenger so I can finish up this.
I like how the car just sits.
Because we got to show everybody what happens with this little disaster.
Oh, I know what'll.
I mean, I have a welded diff.
What's going to happen? Let's hear the prediction.
That'll win.
Really?
Yeah, it's got nitrous.
What do yours run?
I was told 15.
Yeah, you're going to get beat. So, are you putting any money on this race?
No.
Because that one might break.
That is true. There is a high probability that I
Well,
destroy
yeah,
my
it will break, just whether or not it's tonight. It's going to break.
Yeah.
Probably not.
All right.
Don't forget, this has what we call a V6.
Yeah.
It's true.
You know, it's got 6 cylinders. Just.
All right.
Now,
Well,
mind you, the exhaust ports look like a Dodge Grand Caravan.
yeah.
They're into one. In
You
the-
need to cut his head off, though, just in case.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna take the tree. Feller's gonna take the tree.
Because you haven't been really doing that lately.
I did with that. The only race I've actually raced with that, I off with his head. JJ the boss. would
All
say.
right. Anyway, let's see video tonight.
Alrighty.
Let's go. Bottom of the hill. Ready? Ready?